is an apartment proxy form. G'day, it's Andrew Murray from Apartment Specialist, talking about proxy forms, which are the forms that enable you to have your say at an annual general meeting, which is the meeting that discusses each year what's happening with your apartment complex and your apartment. Okay, so a proxy form is a way of you being able to have your say when you can't attend the annual general meeting of your apartment complex. And there are two forms of which this can be done. One, which is the first one here, as you can see here, it's when an owner nominates a person to attend that AGM and vote on their behalf. So generally there would have been a discussion with the owner and the person who is attending the AGM, in this case it was me, about what is going to be discussed at that meeting, how they want to vote, and them to voice their opinion on anything they think that needs to be brought to light. Okay, so here you can see it's got the date that it's attended, the name, the unit number, and obviously the person's address of who actually owns the unit. This person comes from overseas and they gave me their proxy to attend an AGM on their behalf to represent their interests, and their unit was 4H, they represented me, as you can see, and that was the date and that was their signature. Pretty simple. Then there is another way of doing the proxy form which enables you to actually vote on what they call motions or decisions that are being made in that AGM. Now, in my previous podcast, which I talked about, what happens when you can't attend an AGM and use a proxy form, I gave an example of what happens if there's a decision where there's people that want to revamp the pool and they want to have it completely reheated. And for example, this overseas owner may not want that to occur because they're not going to be able to use the pool because they don't live. So there'll be particular decisions. So in that decision, they want to vote no. So what happens here, as you can see, this one to another complex where an owner who wasn't an owner-occupier gave me their proxy form and their ability for me to represent them in the AGM. But what they've done is they've also put down what their decisions are. So it's called resolution here, and in this case it was as per agenda item. So in the agenda that was posted out, there'll be a decision here, and this one is for that decision or against. And they were for all the decisions being made on the topics that were in the agenda. And they've signed it with the date there, and obviously their signature, etc. And all that kind of thing, all the details that expires and all that kind of thing. So I hope that helps. That's basically the two forms of how a proxy form comes out in, which enables you to have your say at an annual general meeting if you're unable to attend. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at andrew@apartmentspecialist.co.nz. Cheers. Bye.